Hey, we are Jordan and Dealer, a husband and wife from the UK, travelling through life one adventure at a time. We like to share our experiences with the world. We welcome you to join us for this one. Good morning.
So here we are
In
Lake Como.
Lake Como. So we left Milan, didn't we, yesterday?
Yes.
We got the train from Milan Central Station to Como. It's about a 45-minute train, isn't it? Not too bad. And then we got the bus from the station, which took 90 minutes to arrive, to our hotel, which is in the Carbenia area of Como. It's near the Bellagio area of the Como Lake kind of area. So yeah, we arrived yesterday afternoon and we enjoyed last night, didn't we?
It was beautiful weather. Well, nicer than this, but we're not complaining because it's still nice. You can't, the weather is not going to take away the beauty.
It's a little bit gloomy, but it's beautiful. And it's dry for the moment, which is the main part. Yeah. So last night we went to Bellagio. We had a nice time there, didn't we? Just walked around, had a bit of an ice cream. And then this morning woke up early. Actually went for a bit of a swim in Como.
I didn't
Dealer
go.
stayed in bed.
I just opened the window, so suffering from cold water, and I was like, I made the best decision of my life. It
was me, Dad and my brother, we went in, didn't we? It was so cold in that water. It's freezing cold. So now we've got our main day kind of in Como. So we're going to be going to Bellagio, which is the island over here. And then we're going to go to the beautiful Varenna over the water. We just got a water taxi ticket, haven't we? Yeah. It's about 15 euros each for the day, which I think is pretty good value.
So we're going to explore.
So we're going to get on the water taxi in a moment and we're off to Bellagio.
Yes, it's arriving now.
Is it arriving? Well,
so
we'll get it in.
More reliable than bus.
Yeah, you can see it sort of peering around there now into the
if you want to come to Como, either stay in the town centre or rent a car.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky getting around. The buses are unreliable and things like that. So I'd recommend staying in a water taxi area, or where you don't need to get the bus. So probably Bellagio or Varenna.
Yeah.
On the topic of Bellagio is part of the Golden Triangle, along with Varenna and Bellagio. The three really make up the heart of the lake when it comes to visiting. Bellagio has a stunning lakefront that has been enjoyed by Europe's nobility for centuries. It exemplifies quiet Italian village life and is a great place to stay when visiting Como. We stayed just a 5-minute taxi ride away in the little town of Cadenabia, a stone's throw from the ferry port at the Hotel Riviera. We chose this classic Italian B&B for the ease of access to the other places in Como and for the beautiful panoramic views of the lake from our room. So this is the water taxi. It's probably the biggest taxi I've ever been on. You can see it's got cars on there as well. It's like a ferry. So we're just walking around to get on the boat now. We've got to wait for it to dock up for a moment. So, Dealer, do you know what is Como famous for?
More.
That's not a trick question. The beautiful lake, the beautiful views. Look at this.
I thought you were going to say something dodgy.
Well, probably. There's always a dark story somewhere, right? But so I'm interested to see what we're going to see today. It's kind of a bit more relaxed. I'm going to explore the town here, Bellagio, and then Varenna in the distance. I mean, you can tour around some of these beautiful villas on the waterfront. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes today, I think. Well, we enjoyed the ferry ride there. Well, some of us more than others. Fisherman's friend, anyone? Whilst my brother unfortunately did not vomit, we did begin our venture in Bellagio, arguably the most famous and celebrated town on Lake Como. They made a hotel in Vegas after this place. It is that beautiful and iconic. Known as the Pearl of Lake Como, Bellagio has seduced many a poet, painter, and even vlogger with its timeless charm. Walking around its narrow streets does literally feel like stepping into a postcard, and the waterfront is a great place to start getting acquainted. Our first impression is that it is busy, but also incredibly charming. So we've just been exploring the waterfront area after getting off the water taxi. Just come around here to the Villa Sabelloni, which is a really famous hotel in the area. We actually can't go in because you've got to have a reservation, and we're staying on the other side. But yeah, it's hosted people like Winston Churchill, it's hosted people like Queen Victoria, Charles and Diana, George Clooney. So yeah, it's a really prestigious hotel in the Bellagio area. So you can go to the restaurant here and have a coffee or some food or something and have a view of the lake. But yeah, to actually go in the hotel, you have to be staying there. So slight correction from before then with the Hotel Sabelloni. You said you can go in.
Yeah, but after lunchtime. So they're gonna open the gate. He said like you can walk around, you can eat. So yeah. It's not like you're not allowed.
Oh, I thought there was like a separate restaurant area he was pointing to.
Oh no, he said like
there is as well.
You can come in here, but after probably 12 or 1.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we've just come up the hill to the Basilica San Giacomo. You're liking my Italian, aren't you, in this trip? It's really hard to say. But yeah, the church, do you know how old it is, Dealer?
You said 800 years old.
800 years old. So
That's impressive.
So it's a medieval church. That shows the history here on the Bellagio kind of peninsula here. And yeah, it's got Romanesque architecture, apparently. But it's a beautiful church, isn't it? I love how things are so old here in Italy. Very similar to being in the UK.
I do like the windows as well, like if you see all this, like they close just
yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
really nice.
The thing is with Bellagio here, every kind of side street has its own story, its own kind of beauty as well. So what are your overall thoughts of Bellagio so far? We've not seen the main sites yet, we've just kind of come around the waterfront, haven't
I
we?
would say it is really beautiful, even though we're supposed to go uphill, it's walk friendly, so it's not like, stairs are not too steep, so and it's not like, too uncomfortable to walk. I know it's not quite a bit stony. I mean, if you're wearing trainers, you're gonna be fine. Obviously, don't wear heels.
So we've just come out of the church, haven't we?
Yeah.
So as someone who's probably not really been in that many churches in their life, what did you think?
I've been many churches.
Well, tell me then, what did you think of it?
It was the warmest church I've ever been.
It was very warm in there.
I mean, it was really beautiful, nice and cozy, I would say. Yeah. And
It's
really
beautiful
quiet,
inside.
yeah.
The artwork, the stained glass. You can see, imagine being a medieval person, and like you can understand why religion was so seductive, because it would probably blow your mind compared to anything else, any other building, any other interior you're going to see. You really kind of feel the power and the kind of strength of it, I suppose.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. So I didn't want to film because I don't want to disrespect anybody.
Yeah, people were playing, so we didn't want to
film anything.
Yeah.
But when you come out, you come into this beautiful square area here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah, really pretty.
It must be really nice live here, It's like really nice, peaceful. Not sure about summer because it would be
It would be
full of tourists.
roasting hot, yeah, and full of tourists. Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is Salita Antonio Mele, and it's one of the most iconic streets here in Bellagio. To come and have a look down, and one of the most iconic streets in Como, I think, just kind of generally in terms of the lake area. Yeah, it's very narrow, and aesthetically, obviously, it's really beautiful. You got, you know, the Italian buildings, the balconies, the shutters that Dila likes.
Well, what do I say in terms of aesthetics?
Italian.
It tickles my...
Oh, it tickles your aesthetics. Yeah. So yeah, and you've got a little bit of a view as well of the other side of the lake. So yeah, it's beautiful. So what's nice about this path is it takes you from kind of the top of the town all the way down to the bottom of the waterfront with all these nice shops along the way. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay. So we walk back up to the top of the street where the church is, and they've got a big Disney section in one of the shops. Some really nice pieces in here. Look, they've got like a pirate Goofy dealer. Look at that. You see him?
For Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, it would be nice to know. There's the main man himself, Mr. Jiminy. These are lovely, aren't they? So this is Salita Sebelloni. I'm really struggling with the Italian. And this is the iconic street, and you can see why, because it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, what do you think?
I can imagine like being on this balcony.
Oh yeah?
And then have the view.
Oh my god, yeah, imagine that. Staying here. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I wonder if you can actually, I don't know. Because this is down here is a restaurant, this is a shop. So it would be cool if you could stay up here. But yeah, it's breathtaking. He was pointing up there. Yeah, god, yeah, imagine that actually, you're right though. Stunning.
The best view.
The best view. So we're just hanging out here trying to get the perfect picture. And as you can see, it gets so busy. Look at that. Yeah, hordes and hordes of people. This is definitely the busiest part, I think, of Como that we've been in. Dealer's trying to get a selfie, I think. But yeah, it's just crowds and crowds of people trying to come past. So it's the most iconic street here in Bellagio. And I see here, it's mainly steps with stones on and kind of shops either side. Yeah, it's really nice.
I do like it. It's just like breathtaking.
It is breathtaking. And then as you get further down, you get a better view. Although, if you look in the distance here, it looks like someone's put some scaffolding. It's like being back at, Mount Fuji with the plans to put the scaffolding up there. Just a shame they're blocking the view here. I wonder if it is on purpose to try and stop people from taking photos. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, well, they do that at Disney, don't they? Things like this. But yeah, there's all these little side streets as well that go off. But yeah, it's very touristy. Some nice items though. A bit expensive.
Handmade, yeah.
I suppose they are handmade though, yeah. €34 for your olive
Pinocchio.
dispenser. Yeah, we got a Pinocchio. Hand towel there. Another thing that seems popular here is these Bellagio ties. Very nice, aren't they?
They look amazing, yeah. They have
Yeah.
really different prints.
Pure silk. So it's like being back in Uzbekistan. But yeah, some really nice designs. They're very popular. I mean, you're looking at, between 20 and €30 for a tie. It's not too bad considering the pure silk. You're just saying how much effort they seem to put in for tourists here.
Yeah. It's like, seems a lot cleaner here in Como, because Milan was a bit dirty.
It is a bit dirty. There's a lot of kind of graffiti, isn't there, everywhere, which is a shame.
Do you like this, like handmade kitchen items?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Oh, it's quite expensive though.
And me as well. I do like this kind of like religious kind of iconography. And
It seems the place is
and the
quite
products.
religious.
Well, it's Italy, isn't it? It's the kind of where Christianity became super popular in the West first, and then it was exported. Yeah, should we go down to the bottom? I think the rest of the family are waiting, aren't they?
Yeah, we have to follow behind.
We just wanted to take it in, take our time. But yeah, this is the scaffolding, as you can see, as we get closer. And I think you're right. I don't think they're trying to spoil the view. I think they're trying to, do some building work, but also keep the view, because they've got these windows on the print.
Yeah.
It is like being back in a Disney park, isn't it, with that?
Yeah.
Because they do the same thing there on places like Main Street, USA.
It's quite considerate how they, try to, not ruin the view for people.
Yeah, because it's super important, and this street, as I say, is supposed to be the most beautiful. The Salita Sobaloni. As you can see there. Bellagio's architecture reflects traditional Lombard style, with pastel-coloured buildings, stone facades, and red tile roofs. Much of the town was developed in the 18th and 19th century, preserving a classical lakeside charm. So we decided to get the train, didn't we?
Yeah.
On my brother's recommendation. And we're going to go around the Bellagio area, see what it's like, aren't we?
I'm excited.
You can get the Bellagio Express train from in front of the ferry dock down by the water. This train ride does not leave the road and is a novelty tram, really. The ride costs €5 per adult and €2.50 for kids. It is super flexible, as you can get on and off again on the same ticket. As you can see here, our journey made a thrilling start. The train is fully narrated and gives you an opportunity to venture outside the town and tour some of the scenic hamlets of Bellagio. This trip gives you a chance to see lush gardens and historic villas from the comfort of your carriage. Highlights include the gardens of Villa Melzi, the Villa of Lopia, and providing different viewpoints of Lake Como.
At the end of the olive groves, on your left, is an enormous villa built by Count Pietro Venini at the end of 18th century and named in honor of his wife, Villa Giulia. The villa, on 3 floors, is built in neoclassical style. This marvelous big villa has had many owners, including the King of Belgium, Leopold I. It is still privately owned today.
So we just finished our train experience. So what do you think?
I thought it was great. It was only €5 each, and it kind of took you not in the town of Bellagio, but actually around the town of Bellagio, which I think is actually better because we've just walked through the town, haven't we? And we saw things like Villa Melzi, didn't we? The Villa Balbiano.
Yeah.
We could see that across the lake. The gardens. We just saw some kind of beautiful things really, didn't we? But I'll tell you what, there's a bit of bloody whiplash. We were sat on the back, and at certain times the train, the car, it went like this, didn't it?
Yeah.
And you fell
through me,
you almost threw Dina off the seat at one point. So it was pretty rough.
Hit my leg.
Hit her leg. No. But we had a good time, didn't we? Interestingly, that's that Villa Balbiano, which is on the other side of Como. So it's right on the other side here. We were supposed to go to yesterday, weren't we?
Yeah,
and it's famous because there's a famous Star Wars scene that was filmed there, and James Bond, but because our bus didn't arrive on time after getting in, we couldn't get. It was 90 minutes late. The train was, not the train, sorry, the bus. So yeah, we couldn't go, could we? So anyway, I've text messaged him. Hopefully, I'll get to see it tomorrow because I was really forward to that. That was probably my number one thing in Como, was to see this. It's where Anakin and Padme spend time. It's supposed to be Naboo from Attack of the Clones. But yeah, I was really interested to see it. So I think the plan now is to get another water taxi to go to Varenna, because we've seen everything really here in Bellagio, haven't we? There's a viewpoint that we might come back to tonight, maybe when the sun's setting, because I want to have a nice sunset experience tonight, because we rushed it last time, didn't we? Yesterday a little bit. So yeah, we're going to get another water taxi and go over to Varenna.
Yeah, see you there.
So from Bellagio, where we're stood, which is near the water taxi area, you can actually see our hotel there in the distance. right over there, and even the beach that we swam from this morning. Arrived in Varenna. And yeah, we just got off the boat, haven't we, which is just behind us, walking around the front now. Gonna try and get somewhere to eat, aren't we?
Yeah.
But I think Varenna is a little bit similar to kind of Bellagio, but it's a lot quieter, it seems.
Yeah.
Quieter town.
Quieter, yeah. It's really small as well.
It does look small. And there's a couple of churches. You can walk up to a castle. There's the Lovers Walk, which I think we're going to come on to now. Very romantic. Hope David behaves herself on this Lovers Walk. But yeah, we'll see what Varenna's all about. This is the town part here where you come into on the boat. Yeah, this is the walk. It's beautiful, isn't it, with the flowers?
I know it is. Yeah.
Got mum and dad there ahead. Very romantic. Yeah. I bet sunset here is glorious, actually. These arches. It's just a shame the lighting's not great today.
Well,
yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, even if it was sunny, I guess it's, you know, it's quite hard to capture the beauty on the camera. You should see it with your own eyes.
That's why I said about sunset. Yeah, you do need to see it with your own eyes. But yeah, golden hour is beautiful here. So we're gonna have a photo here, aren't we, Dila? Go on, go and get in. So what's your first impressions of Varenna?
It's nice, you know, small, cozy, different back shops.
Yeah, it's actually very similar to Bellagio, actually. Don't you think? What are you going to say? You're going to say somewhere else? What are you going to say? Port Merion. Oh, yeah, well, Port Merion's based on these kind of like Lake Como. Yeah, we went to Port Merion last year, didn't we, in Wales?
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
lovely,
But yeah, these little side streets are very similar to those in Bellagio, so it's a similar kind of experience.
I would say Bellagio is more impressive than
yeah,
Varenna
it seems so far. Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
But in terms of the quaintness, the kind of the coziness, I think this has got the edge. And you can. But what's nice about here is you can really walk down the riverfront or the lakefront, and really take it in that way, which is nice. I think we're gonna go and get something to eat now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're really hungry.
What are you in the mood for?
Something different, not pizza, because I've been eating pizza since I arrived.
Do you know what I'm craving?
Well,
Pizza. So we've picked a restaurant, haven't we, down on the lakefront?
yeah.
And what's it called?
What is it called?
Bamolo.
Mamolo.
I wanted to hear your Italian accent. And then we're both going for
spaghetti.
seafood spaghetti. So it's this one. Spaghetti alla scoglio. Mussels, clams, shrimp, squid, tomato sauce, garlic, olive oil and parsley. With fries. So yeah. And then we have this beautiful view as well while we're eating. Although there's people walking past at the moment. So food's arrived. How's the seafood pasta dealer for us?
Really nice.
It does look lovely. Although we are on a lake, aren't we? Which Dad pointed out, it's not really seafood. But we've got some fried vegetables and some chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it good? finished the food, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely pasta and fries. And then now
Workout time.
we want to go and see the castle, don't we? Out here on Varenna. We've got to go up these steps to get there. Bloody hell. It's like Mount Fuji all over again. So, getting up to the castle from Varenna is a bit of a ball ache. Yeah. So once you've conquered the steps, you've got this kind of incline on these stones for the next part. So he's taking you all the way to the top of there. Still got more to go there, I think. So we're halfway up to the castle, aren't we?
Only halfway.
I think so, yeah.
God.
About halfway up.
My heart
Beautiful
is
view
like
though.
going boom, 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 boom. I'm really
After a full belly. Yeah, it's not long to
Yeah.
go. But yeah, you got beautiful views on the way up. You agree?
burning all these pasta calories.
We've been doing this now for 20 minutes, but it still feels like it's never going to end. But it's quite a comfortable walk, isn't it, dealer? Wouldn't you say? Not too bad.
Comfortable face.
Well, you know, the floor's all stable. It's a tough walk though, isn't it? You'd have to be quite fit to do it. And Delia is quite fit, contrary to how she's currently looking. Yeah, you just gotta keep going, keep pushing. So we made it up the big hill to the Castello Di Vezia.
Hey, you have more hill there.
More hill, oof, God. You've recovered now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Should we go and see it?
Yeah.
So we've arrived at the Castello Di Vezia. It was about €5 each to get in. It's not too bad, but I don't think it'll take too long to do. Here's kind of some outer walls of the castle. And yeah, now it's just a short walk to actually get to the main part.
Bellagio, Bellagio, Telio.
Look at this view up here, absolutely stunning. So we're going down now to Le Segre. So we don't know what that is, but the picture looked like someone trying to break out of a prison. So we're hoping that it's a prison cell, Lake Como style, aren't we? Yeah, it does look like a prison cell. And you go down into the depths. Look how they're screaming, shouting. Yeah, I think this is a Halloween event maybe at the castle. Like a Death Eater. This is so random. You okay, Dealer?
Yeah, be careful.
God, it is like a proper scare event. This is amazing. Look at this. God, that nun is great. Look at that. So yeah, this is one of the old, I don't know, what, guard kind of posts, guard turrets.
Yeah, I mean, get the right amount of guns, you can shoot those from it.
Yeah, exactly. And they've turned it into a kind of like a scare event, which is quite cool. This nun looks, you know, and this girl hanging up. It's actually pretty terrifying. Oh, this is so weird. So you've got the Venetian sort of mask doctor style thing going on as well. Oh god, Dealer's really creepy. You scared, Dad?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Yeah, this is so weird. It's quite fun though. You know, why not? You paid your money. Really wasn't expecting this. Ooh. I have to say, this Halloween castle mashup in Como is the weirdest tourist event I think I've ever seen. Just, it's nice they've done it, but yeah, really weird. So yeah, we've come to actually where the castle is now. And there's a beautiful view, isn't there, Dealer Fruits?
Yeah.
At the top. So I'll just get that for you.
With Mickey Mouse as well.
We've got to put
In
with
the
Mickey
castle.
Mouse. Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he doing in there? Ah! So reading a little bit about the castle here, they think it was kind of part of a much bigger castle with much more buildings involved. And basically it was here to defend Lake Como as the kind of the main defence castle in the area. But yeah, it would have been cool to have seen it in its pomp. Just coming down to the main tower. I think Dealer and Dad's in here. It's quite tall. Oh wow. Oh wow. So as you get deeper into the tower, yeah, they've really got things to see. Seems to be a lot of focus on the Knight Templar from, I suppose, medieval Christendom, the Crusades, that sort of thing. Yeah, you got some chainmail, soldiers' helmets, shields. Wow. This is the last floor before the top. This is like a, I don't know, like a medieval living room. Yeah, they put quite a lot of depth into this. It's pretty good value for money for €5. That's where the king could be sitting, maybe. So I met Dealer up at the top. Finally conquered the castle, didn't we?
Yeah. I was
Smashed
the
it,
first
did
one.
it? Oh, she was the first one. I was taking it in on the way up, as you'll see.
I conquered it for you.
You conquered it for me in the name of the name of Joyce.
Joyce, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful there, though, isn't it? Well worth coming up.
Oh god, yeah.
I think this is my favourite thing that we've done today.
Really beautiful view.
Yeah, incredible view.
Like, you don't really get this sort of experience, you know, coming
What do you mean?
top of the castle.
Oh, unless you come to the top of the castle.
Or you hire a helicopter.
You could hire a helicopter.
Yeah.
A little bit out of our price range, unless you're paying, Dad. You know, you always pay. If Dad's feeling
You want the
generous.
next half hour role play.
So yeah, I'll put in some shots of the views around the castle. I mean, imagine living there. Such beautiful views all the time. And you can see down from where we've just come from as well. Oh god, vertigo. It's quite high. And then we've got Bellagio. Dealer rehydrating. Menagio there in the distance as well. We're in the town of Varenna where we've just come from. That's incredible up there. So nice. And this part here is like the Trident Point where the two branches of the lake meet. So you've got Como down there and then Lecce down there.
Boys!
So we've come out of the tower now and we've just seen some of the things in the walls. And Dealer's come across this Knight Templar.
Yeah.
Do you know much about the Knight Templars?
Full protect.
They did, protected the Christian pilgrims in the Middle East when they were visiting the Holy Land. So yeah, it's just really interesting. Oh god, look at that. Look at that hand. Ooh.
Oh.
Quite creepy actually. See, I think we're pretty much done now with the castle, aren't we?
Yeah.
There is.
Can't
Yeah, we did. We climbed up to the top of the tower. And then yeah, we just got to go back the way we came now, unfortunately. But it'd be a nice walk down, wouldn't
It's
it?
gonna be easy.
Should be a lot easier. So what do you think of the castle? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. The view was amazing.
Me and Dad were saying it's our favourite thing we think we've done today.
Mine as well.
Yours as well? Are you still a Bellagio girl or a Varenna girl now?
I would say in terms of viewpoint, I prefer Varenna, just, you know,
Yeah.
overlooking all the, you know, all these towns, but in terms of the town itself, I prefer Bellagio.
But yeah, we're gonna make our way down, aren't we?
Yeah.
Before we left, we had to get Dealer in the store. Just forgot our tomatoes, didn't we? Oh, she struggled to get her head in. Oh.
My head is big, George. I'm like a lollipop.
I'm like a lollipop. What the hell? So would you have wanted to have been a medieval person on, getting humiliated by the town?
Oh God, no. It's enough.
It's enough for Dealer.
Humiliation in this life. I'm gonna be humiliated back then.
Should we make a move? So on the way down, we've seen this romantic view turn into a romantic meal. Dealer's heartbroken, it's not for her, right?
Someone wants to propose or...
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a great spot to do it.
Yeah.
Not quite Koh Samui Beach though, is it?
Well, you can get me a new ring and then read
Oh, really? I gotta get scammed. But no, I'm joking. But yeah, we're gonna make our way back down to Varenna, aren't we? And yeah, I want to stay until the sunset time. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of golden hour action. And yeah, then we'll probably just send things there.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, Brev. Look at that weather. I mean, that was clear earlier on today. As you can see, misty mountains from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, this is Bellagio. It's still looking beautiful. But yeah, we're on the the boat from Varenna over to Bellagio, and yeah, the weather is looking rough. So yeah, it's been raining now for the last hour or so, which is not great because we wanted to have a bit of golden hour time here in Como. We had a little bit yesterday, we wanted some today, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. So what I think we're going to do is maybe just hang out here for a little bit if we can, maybe get like a coffee and a cake or something. And then yeah, just go back to the villa or the hotel to enjoy the rest of the evening because you can't really see anything, unfortunately. Just all covered by this terrible rain. So we've arrived at Bellagio. We got our ice cream. As I said, it was good.
Hot chocolate, really hot.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd be getting hot chocolate in Como.
No. Didn't think either.
But yeah, we're gonna get the boat back to Cabiena, where we're staying.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it a night, aren't we? Just because the weather's just too bad. You can't even see the view really. There's no golden hour, I don't think, with this weather.
No.
So yeah.
Because people missed it already.
But what's your view? What's your kind of your impression of Como?
I really like it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like the view is breathtaking.
Yeah, I think for that kind of lake experience, I mean, anywhere I've been to in the world, this is probably the most impressive. Because we've been to Lake Kawaguchiko recently, we've done like Windermere recently as well in the Lake District.
Yeah.
This is really beautiful. It's really worth seeing, isn't it, coming and doing this? Exactly. And it's not even that expensive as well. Most of the restaurants have been,
reasonably priced,
yeah, £10-15 for a meal. So yeah, I'd love to come back. I think if we came back again, I'd like to stay in the Bellagio or the Varenna area, just because it's just the ease of access, isn't it? Where we are, it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna call it a day. I just said to Dealer, do you know how to skim stones? And she just threw it like backhanded. That's not how you skim. I'm going to give it a go, yeah. Do you want to hold my camera?
Yeah.
Fucking I almost killed a bird. Not too bad, that one. Got a little bit of skin.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! Look who's up there! I
Okay.
thought it was some Italian bloke. Look at that up there!